Hey, this is Nordista Freeze on Riders Round. I'm going to be playing a brand new song I just wrote called Wisteria, and it goes like this. Driving west to Wisteria, lost in my mind. It's been such a long week, I feel it slip away as the miles fly by. With Wisteria, stars flying by, but who needs a wish when all my dreams are here? You're with me tonight. Maybe I'm acting crazy. You'll forgive me tonight. I glance in the rear view to see the moment end. There I see you waving goodbye.
Hey everybody, welcome to Riders Round. This is the first episode of Riders Round, and we're here with the fabulous Nordista Freeze, a wonderful musician in Nashville, a great songwriter, and the embodiment of the do-it-yourself scene.
What I think works best for, if you're doing a DIY, is just like using the tools you have to start the momentum. So for me, my first tour I did was called Mama, I'm a Star, and it was with two of my friends, Zach and Grant, and we all just put all of our contacts together. We're like, who do we know like from school who actually live in different places, or like, you know, maybe we just like have homies, and hitting them up, and we did a house show tour. I think house shows are a really good way to start, because if somebody's hosting a house show, they're gonna feel inclined to like invite their friends out, and you don't have to deal with venues, you know, and so it's
don't
just
have to deal with playing in the back room.
Exactly right, yeah, and you don't have to deal with like finding the local support and like Yeah, just communicating with venues and like them taking like a stipend, and so you can like a lot more affordably and with a lot more ease and with a lot of times you're playing for bigger audiences that way. To begin with, we'll try to play house shows in the city until we've built a big enough fan base so we can begin like pitching to local bands and venues, and then it's just like a slow build of like, I don't know, it's pretty brutally difficult to book a tour, but but it's so gratifying when you're out there that it's like all worth it.
Like, what is something that inspires you when you write?
Well, lately it's been, I think on the last record I made, I was pulling from a lot of like 70s rock and like psychedelic rock sounds, and a lot of modern rock or semi-modern rock. But now, within the last few months, I've been listening to a ton of like Mercy Beat, like British Invasion music, like 1963, like, or like the first records by like the Hollies and the Kinks, and what I've been listening to like the last week, and a lot of American 60s music like Beach Boys and Jan and Dean, like West Coast surf music, and then also even more recently I've been like dipping into like bubblegum pop from the like late 60s, early 70s, like the Archies.
You're all over the place really with your influences.
I do. I look at it like in a historical approach. Like I just love knowing the context of music and like who are they listening to. Like when I hear the Beatles, I'm like, who are they listening to? Listening to like the Everly Brothers. Or like, and my brother showed me how the Everly Brothers were listening to like the Louvin Brothers, and the Louvin Brothers listening to like the Oak Ridge Boys, and you can like work your way back to the 30s, just listening to like how harmonies and like chord progressions were like changing and evolving, and there's something really like gratifying about that. And just understanding like the narrative of music.
If anyone was to like, who had never listened to you, and you wanted them to hear what real Freeze is like, you know, what would be a good starter project for them?
Like what stuff that I've released here? I think I'm really proud of Cosmic House, and that album I put out last year, and in a lot of ways I feel like that's the closest I've gotten. And I don't know, I'm really proud of that album and like the collaborative effort, like the people who were involved on it. I have a lot of respect for. I don't know what a fun fact to be, man. I really dig a lot of things. Like I like nature and I really like sports.
Okay.
I love going to like a good baseball game or like a football game. Or
Did you ever play in high school or anything?
Oh yeah, dude. I played baseball for like 7 years, basketball for like 7 or 8 years. I played soccer for a little bit. Ran cross country, all that.
Do you have any shows coming up? Anything you want to promote? You know, get the word out.
Let's see. Well, I've got a Christmas show coming up at the Well, December 14th and 15th. I'm planning a tour with Future Crib.
Okay.
Nordista Freeze Future Crib tour in January. We're doing like some places in like North Carolina. I think hopefully St. Louis, and then I'm actually going back to doing more house shows also in 2019. So I'll be doing like full band tours a lot and going to South by Southwest for the first time. And but also trying to get back to the house shows because I think it's a good way to keep growing and to like meet new people.
Okay.
And so if anyone wants to host with me in their house,
give them a place to play.
Hit me up.
Play.
Please. I think I want to encourage people to value their dream, like what we were talking about earlier. It's really difficult to figure out how you're supposed to, if you're trying to build a career out of your music and you're trying to like get paid and like, you know, like let it be your thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's really difficult. And like a lot of times you want to get paid because so that way you can keep doing it and not work a job. So like if you're trying to do that, just like keep believing in it and keep working as hard as you can.
Well, thanks for coming out, Freeze, and freezing with us in the unit.
No problem, man.
This has been Riders Round, the podcast. Would you like to say this has been a This Wonderful World production?
Yeah, this has been a This Wonderful World production.
Thanks.